Welcome back to Brian Knows Movies. This week, we are talking about one of the summer's most anticipated films, and that is David Leitch's Bullet Train. I cannot contain my excitement to talk about David Leitch's Bullet Train, starring Brad Pitt, Brian Tyree Henry, and Aaron Taylor-Johnson. There's also a bevy of cameos and small roles filled by some of your best actors working today. This film is about Brad Pitt, who's playing Ladybug. Ladybug has really bad luck. It seems like no matter how simple the job he's on, something always goes wrong. He never can just get in and get out of where he's going. Despite this, he seems to be very competent. He does his job well. He gets the things done that he said he's going to get done. He delivers the goods each and every time, which is why his contractor puts him back in the field and gives him a fairly simple job of retrieving a silver briefcase on a bullet train that's heading from Tokyo to Kyoto. Simple enough. It's just a basically grab and leave type of job. So he gets on the bullet train hoping that everything goes well, but in the back of his mind knows that something is going to go wrong. But what's that something in this film? Well, what he doesn't know is that that bullet train is full of spies, assassins, other contractors, gangsters, you name it. They're all on this train, all going for the same briefcase. Even though he grabs the briefcase pretty early, every time he tries to exit at a station to exit the bullet train with the briefcase, there's some assassin or somebody who comes out of nowhere and attacks him to get the briefcase. He doesn't know what's going on. His handler doesn't know what's going on either, but she just wants to keep him on track, get in and get out. Brad Pitt's terrific in this role. You buy that he is very good at his job. He seems to know that he's good at his job, but you also buy the anxiousness, how he's just kind of over it all. He doesn't really want to do this work anymore because he has such bad luck. You really have to suspend disbelief when watching this film, though. Once again, this train is full of assassins, gangsters, really dangerous people. They're having fist fights, they're having knife fights, they're having shootouts on the train, and yet you have all of the regular passengers that just seem to be cool with it. In fact, most of the time, you really don't see passengers that much. That should let you know that this film is all about the gratuitous action, the development of the characters, the assassins, and really just having some fun. If you go into this film with that mindset and not find yourself questioning why none of the regular people are scared, why there's no real fear from the passengers, even though things are exploding and guns are getting shot around them, then you're going to be good. And here's the thing. I think that that's pretty easy to achieve because this movie is moving fast. The action scenes are one after another, and in between those action scenes, you have these great moments of dialogue between the different gangsters that are on the train. You receive little snippets of backstory for each character, and they're all done in very interesting and entertaining ways. You're also trying to figure out the mystery of why everyone wants this briefcase. What is so special about this briefcase? You find out there's really nothing different than what these contractors would normally see, but why are so many contractors vying for it? That's the mystery of it all that we're trying to figure out with Ladybug and the other characters. Speaking of the other characters, we know that Brad Pitt is an exceptional actor. We know that he's going to do his thing in every role that he gets, and he definitely delivers here. However, other characters continuously steal the show. I specifically think about Aaron Taylor-Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry, the brothers, codenamed Lemon and Tangerine. They are so likable. They're so interesting. The dialogue between themselves, the dialogue they have with the other characters, they convince you that they're very likable, but also someone you do not want to mess with. I actually want a backstory, a prequel, a sequel, something following Lemon and Tangerine because they were just so interesting in this movie. Joey King, 23-year-old actress, is in this movie with some pretty big heavyweights, and yet she holds herself high as a villain. You believe her. She's conniving, she's manipulative, she's ruthless in the way that she's going about trying to get this case. You love everything about her as well. There's so many small cameos and small parts in this film. I'd rather not talk about them because I think it's more enjoyable if you just see them happen in real time. Just know you're going to enjoy pretty much everybody that's in this film. Bullet Train might be the best action movie this year. I have to think about it a little bit more, but man, did I enjoy this film. I know that I'm going to go see it again. It can feel towards the end a little exhausting. I don't think it's so much about the runtime. It's just a hair over 2 hours long. I think it's like 2 hours and 6 minutes, 2 hours and 10 minutes, something like that. But the action is so strong and the dialogue is not only witty, but it's very fast. It can get to be a little overwhelming, but I think it's overwhelming in the best way. I guess we're at the point. What's my rating? See it, stream it, or skip it? If it's not obvious by now, this is definitely a see it. You want to see Bullet Train in the theaters. You want to see all the action sequences. You want to see the explosions. You want to see these characters on the big screen. Go to your theater today. I promise you will enjoy it. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy that loves movies. So what I would love for you to do is go into the comment section and tell me if you plan to see Bullet Train, as well as I'm interested in knowing what movies this August you're the most excited about. As we're entering the end of the summer season, this is where we get the more unique films. There's more ambitious films. They're usually in August. And sometimes we get some great gems like Bullet Train. Historically speaking, August is also a dumpster for a lot of bad films, but there are some things that are coming out that have my interest. What has yours? Let me know in the comment section below. Please visit brianknowsmovies.com. That's where you're going to be able to find all of my blogs and some videos, as well as all my social media accounts for you to follow. And speaking of following, please follow me, like, share, subscribe to this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you at the theaters next week.